Let's go, everybody. Let's continue. Then all his disciples deserted him and ran away. One young man, falling behind, was clothed with long linen skirt. When the mob tried to grab him, he slipped out of his shirt and ran away naked. Jesus before the council. They took Jesus to the high priest's home where the leading priests and the elders and the teachers of religious law had gathered. Meanwhile, Peter followed him at a distance and went right into the high priest's courtyard. He sat there with the guards, warming himself by the fire. Inside, the leading priests and the entire council were trying to find evidence against Jesus they could put him to death. They couldn't find any. Many false witnesses spoke against him, but they contradicted each other. Finally, some of the men stood up and gave this false testimony. We heard him say, I will destroy the temple made with human hands, and in 3 days I will build another made without human hands. But even then, they didn't get their story straight. And the high priest stood up before the others and asked Jesus, well, aren't you going to answer any of these charges? What do you have to say for yourself? But Jesus was silent and made no reply. Then the high priest asked him, are you the Messiah, the Son of the Blessed One? He held his peace, answering nothing, and the high priest asked him, and he said to him, are thou the Christ, Son of the Blessed? Okay, very good. Just wanted to, let's continue on to Daniel, please. Then said Daniel to Melzar, whom the prince of eunuchs had set over Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Prove thy servants, I beseech thee, 10 days, and let them give us pulse to eat, which comes to beans, basically, to eat, and water to drink. Then let our looks on our faces and our bodies and everything be looked upon thee. You can check us out and compare it to those of the others that are eating the former meal we do not want to eat, and see who looks the best. Compare us to them. So he consented to them in this matter and gave them this 10 days. At the end of the 10 days, their appearance appeared even better than those that ate the portions of the king's meals. Thus, Melzar took away the portion of their training table type food and the wine and gave them the beans and the water. As these 4 children, God gave them knowledge and skill in all learning and wisdom, and Daniel had understanding in all visions and dreams. Now, at the end of the days that the king had said he should bring them in, then the prince of the eunuchs brought them in before Nebuchadnezzar. That's over a 3-year span, if I'm not mistaken, correct? And the king communed with them, and among them all was found none like Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Therefore stood they before the king. I love you very much. Ask questions anytime. That's what I'm here for.